Hi there. Welcome to Craft with Kathie. I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. I have an interesting project for tonight, this afternoon, today, whatever. Realize I'm a little bit earlier than normal. This project is going to be using a transfer called These are the Good Old Days. And this is Club Couture's, do I have something leaking? This is Club Couture's January transfer. I actually have used this board before and just washed it off and dried it. And then one of my pastes, obviously, one of my jars leaked out on it. This transfer comes with 3 individual paste packets. Like this, which is more than enough to do the project, and they are in the colors of Camel, Eucalyptus, and Cadet. I'm going to be using the Camel, and actually I'm going to be using the Cadet, and I'm going to lighten up the Cadet with some white, so I have like a dark blue and a light blue, and just put my Eucalyptus on the side for now. But anyway, it comes with 3 individual paste packets, a reusable 8.5 by 11 inch transfer, and a chalkable shape. Isn't this cool? Let me open this up and show it to you. Club Couture, if you're not familiar with it, is a monthly subscription package bringing you an hour or so of creative bliss direct to your doorstep. It's $21.99 a month. We pay for shipping, and club members get a low flat rate shipping for their first order of the month. You do not have to order anything for the month, but if you choose to, you get a low cost shipping of $5.99 no matter how big your order is. Meaning, even if you order these beautiful Aiden boards, and no matter how many you order, $5.99. That's it. So your monthly subscription comes with an 8.5 by 11 inch transfer, the 3 individual paste packets that are specifically coordinated to go with your transfer, and a chalkable shape. And from what I hear, in the near future, there's going to be some other additions in addition to or in place of the chalkable shape. So it's going to be pretty cool. The transfer is exclusive to club members. You also, on the anniversary of your club membership, you get a special squeegee of the year. You can gift your monthly subscription to a friend if you'd like to. And then there's special VIP promotions and special sales and deals throughout the year. So it's really a cool thing to do. So let me take this out of the package. If you are not familiar with our transfers, they come in a nice little cellophane package, and no matter what size they are, and they all on the back of the little cellophane envelope, the little cellophane package, I hang mine with this, with a little hanger in an armoire. There's instructions for how to use it and how to clean it. So everything's right on the back of the cellophane package in case you're not quite sure what to do. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to be using this transfer this afternoon. And before I get started, I want to fuzz my transfer. I'm using a fuzzing cloth that, yes, I know it kind of needs to be washed. I've got chalk all over it, but whatever. Pulling the transfer off of the little backer sheet. It is adhesive back, it sticks to me. Reusable, made out of vinyl and silkscreen. And what I'm doing is putting it on this little terry cloth fuzzing towel to slightly diminish the adhesiveness. Now I'm putting this on our beautiful Aiden board, which is a porcelain magnetic chalkboard. So I'm fuzzing it just a little bit more than normal because it'll stick very strongly to the porcelain magnetic board. A little bit stronger than a regular chalkboard. So I'm going to just line this up here. Want to smooth it down, make sure I don't have any air bubbles. I have something on the back of this. I just felt a little bumpy. I thought I did. That's weird. Okay, so I'm going to smooth that down. Oops, look at, I picked up some fuzzies from my fuzzing cloth. Okay, so long as they're not underneath the silk screen, I'm fine. Ooh, that little piece was just right there. I don't want it affecting the wording. Okay, so let me grab my camel paste. I had everything out here. I thought I was so organized, right? I was tempted to go with the bubbly instead of the camel, but I'm going to use the camel that comes with the kit or the monthly subscription. And I'm going to do the outline of this transfer in the camel, and then I will do the inside frame and the wording in the cadet, if that makes any sense. So I'm just applying my chalk paste, smoothing it over the silk screen. Now my chalk paste is removable from chalkboard, metal, mirror, and glass, and dry erase boards. So if I make a little mistake here, a little oops, it's easy to fix and clean it up if I have a little bit of an issue. My paste is a little dry. It's been a while since I've used it. I probably should have thinned it down a little bit, but I'm going to try and work really quick here so that it's not an issue. Our chalk paste is made from chalk. So if you leave the cover off, it will dry out, but you could reconstitute it using a little distilled water. Mix it up, thin it down to the right consistency. It should be somewhere between a Greek yogurt and, kind of like a Greek yogurt. You want it to be able to hold its shape and not be runny. This is kind of thick, so I'm going to clean this off a little bit. I'm not going to, I really should have thinned it out. I didn't realize it was that thick. Let me move my board around a little bit so I can get the top here. I couldn't really see it very well. I'm coming at you from the suburbs west of Chicago. Drop me a line and let me know where you're viewing from. Oops, I went a little bit off. I guess I'm going to have to clean that up. I'm just kind of eyeballing it here to make sure that I've got my little rays or my little lines all covered. I think that looks good. I am not going to do the center, and because I'm actually going to do the center on my chalkable shape. So let me lift this up. Oops, I just saw at the bottom I'm missing a little bit here. So let me catch the bottom of my lines. Okay, and this is kind of drying out on me. My own fault for not thinning down my paste. So you lift up the transfer, and it's sticking pretty snugly. Like I said, it'll stick snugly to our porcelain board. I'm going to put this aside for a moment and just grab a little wipe and clean off that area where I smeared it while it's still wet. I could let it dry and then clean it off with a moist paper towel, or I could clean it up now before it totally dries. Whoops. Easier to clean it while it's still a little wet. And if I make a mistake and accidentally smear or pull off something I don't want to, all I have to do is clean off my transfer and then come back over, lay it back down, and re-chalk it. I really don't have to fix these smudges, I don't think, in here, but I'm going to clean them up anyway while I noticed them, because I'm going to put the chalkable shape in here it fits perfectly with it. So let me move this out of the way. Need a little bit more room around here. Hi, Deb. I'm making this sign. This really, which I think it's going to be adorable sign, using the good old days, or these are the good old days, January's Club Couture transfer. So I'm going to just line this up. I'm going to try and do this without washing it. I want to make sure I get the border on there right though, and I'm just having a little bit of a hard time because I'm moving it out of the way as I'm trying to lay it down. Let me try this again. Try it this way. Woo! I want to get that border an equal distance, my outline from the bottom and from the top. And I'm a little bit too low there. Okay, I think this is okay. This, though I have a little smear in there and I want to clean that off. We'll see how that goes, if the cadet handles it or not. I was a little sloppy with my transfer. Okay, so let me cover this up. I wonder why it's dry, right? Me leaving my covers off. So let me grab the cadet, which is right here, and I'm going to mix up a little cadet and where's my bright white? Because I'm going to lighten it up a little bit. Oops. And yes, this goes much better with a stir stick or even a multi-tool or something here to stir it instead of me trying to stir it with a squeegee. I just, I don't have any handy right now. Of course, I could kind of do it with a marble effect if I wanted to. And then I don't have this all totally mixed. Okay, this isn't bad. This is close. I'm going to let it sit while I do the other area because I want this to thicken a little bit more anyway. Let me clean my fingers, get the paste off of me, and get on with this. So I'm going to do most of it. I'm going to do the border and good and days in the cadet. So I'm just going over it. I want to make sure that I don't grab any of that camel that I already applied earlier though. And I want to grab that on my squeegee. Okay, this looks good. Let me do the border. Whoops. Goes pretty quickly, and a little paste goes a long way. Grab a little more paste here. Trying to be careful. I don't want to get the words at the top with the dark blue because I'm going to use the lighter on them, or lighter on it. You ever have one of those days when you're so tired you can't talk right? I guess that's where I'm at right now. Okay, I'm smoothing this out a little bit, removing some of the excess paste. I need to get the word good here. And this chalkable shape is chalkboard, so if I make an oops, it's easy enough to wash it off, fix it, and straighten it out. You want to get up right up to the top of the letters, remove the excess, put it back in the jar. Now I'm going to go with my lighter blue. Let me get some of the darker off. Just grab some of this. Ooh, this still looks a little runny. We'll see how this goes. And I wanted to use this for the top words. These are the and the star. And then I want to use it for the word old. Got that all covered up. Oops, I might have gotten a little bit of the dark in there. We'll have to see how that turns out. So yes, you can mix your colors up. I've added a little of the bright white paste to the cadet to make a lighter blue to coordinate with this. So I'm deviating a little bit from the colors that come with the kit. I think it's always nice to have a little bright white to lighten things up a shade if you want to. Whoops, this is kind of goopy here. Okay. Let me clean my fingers. We'll do a peel and reveal and see what this looks like. Hi Terry, how you doing? And actually, I should have a detail tool out here to hold this down as I lift, and I don't. So I'm going to use the point of my scissors, and hopefully I don't smear anything. Okay, I've got a little bit of bleeding with the word old, but I'll worry about that later. Let me put my transfer on the side here, kind of get it out of the way. And I see I've got a little speckling here. I'm not quite sure how or what this came from, but let me wipe that off. And I'm going to grab my dryer and dry this. Hope everybody's keeping warm and dry. We're finally at some decent temps here. I think we got all the way up to about 20 degrees today, which I have to admit is a dramatic improvement from the Arctic freeze that we've been in. It's just absolutely crazy. At 5:30, huh? Pretty soon. Oh, I've got some bleeding on this, probably because my paste was a little too thin, but I'm going to just go ahead with it. I'll roll with it and then clean it up later. This heat tool uses focused air. It's warm, it's not really hot. More like a hair dryer on a medium heat to dry your paste if you don't want to let it dry on its own. Generally, it'll dry in 5 to 8 minutes though, left on its own. This isn't totally dry, but I need to grab something else and show you the next part of this. Now I put the transfer on a 12 by 18 inch Aiden, which is a little bit big for the transfer, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to put on the right side of the frame. Let me clean up my surface a little bit here so I don't get any paste on my frame. Boy, I did make a mess, didn't I? Leave it to me. Okay. And, okay, I had to look around to see where my other pieces are. Here's basically what I'm going to do with this. I don't think this is totally dry, but let me set it aside here. Whoa. Let it dry a little bit longer. Whoops. Oh my goodness. A little avalanche here. I am going to use our magnets. We have these little adhesive magnets. And I'm going to stick them on the back of these frames. I think I only need one on each. If I need to, I'll put another one on it. But I'll show you what I'm looking to do. Oops, magnet overboard. Let me grab it. I'm going to put one, actually two on the back of this. Let me, oh, that's good. Obviously, I've smeared paste on the back. Paste on my fingers now. And paste on the magnet. Okay. Magnets are sticky on one side and probably stickier if I don't get paste all over them, right? And we'll see how this works. I don't know how much that's going to hold, being that I wet the magnet. Okay, let's just go with one on it for now. You'll get the idea as soon as I show you. So let me get that board back over here. And put the chalkable shape on top. Give it a little dimension here. Now, granted, I've got a little running there that I have to fix up, but it says these are the good old days. And then I'm going to take some photos and place them in these little 3x3 frames. And obviously I could change these up however I want. But what do you think? Quick, easy. January's Club Couture. And if I wanted to bump this up a little more, I could actually double stack the magnets or whatever oops, there we go. Quick and easy. If you've ever wondered what it's like to be a chalk couture designer, comment team below and I'll send you a link that tells you all about it. Now is a great time to join. We have 2 perks packs that are available during January. They're $59. One is specific for ink, the other is for chalk, and they come with some essentials, and they also come with a $50 credit. So the perks pack is $59, but you get the tools and everything that comes with it, plus a $50 credit. How wonderful is that? So if you'd like to have some fun or to save on your supplies, crafting supplies, or to make some money on the side, just comment team below and I will send you the link. I'd love to see you join my team. Thank you for joining me and watching my little video of one way to use. These are the good old days, January 2024's Club Couture project. I hear we have some warm weather or warmer weather that should be arriving within the next few days. Hopefully that will happen. Stay safe, stay warm. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you soon.